Good morning traders, my name is Will from Senior Stocks and welcome to this short pre-market plan video where I basically demonstrate what stocks I'll be trading today. And in this short video I'll be trading one stock as, in my opinion, this stock has the best risk to reward ratio for actually succeeding and pushing down lower. This is more like a swing trade sort of stock. I mean, you can day trade it. I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with it, but that will come later in the video. So first things first, we have to just have a little SPY overlook. So again, not really too much happening on the SPY. We're obviously coming down to this recent pivotal swing low, which is down here. So we are kind of setting up for a double bottom bounce. But the expectations of that happening, I don't know. I would say it's fairly high, because the fear, if you have seen the fear and greed ratio, we are actually now ticking into extreme fear, and that is always the time to actually buy stocks, because a lot of people are scared, a lot of people are selling. Now I know that a lot of people are selling, and that means we could just smash through the support, but even so, we have a very, very major key level just below, around this 347 slash, let's just call it 350 area on the SPY. And I just want to go onto the weekly chart here, just demonstrate why. So as you can see on the right hand side, the VPA, it doesn't really show much. Right? We've got a bit of a void here. There's not really much volume coming in, as you can see, like down here, let's say the 330s, or maybe like up here in the 370s. But if I just put on my moving average, we actually have the 200 SMA coming into contact. Now I just want to highlight that this SMA has not been broken many times in the past. Like, I mean, the COVID crash, obviously we did actually go below it and then come back up very, very quickly, but that was kind of kind of just an anomaly. But otherwise it is held pretty much for most of the time, and generally we either test this level and bounce off, as you can see here in these little examples. If I just zoom in, like we've seen some bouncing off, or we bounce off and then go straight through. So particularly you want to be looking at this 350 level on the SPY. One, because it's the 200 SMA on the weekly chart. Two, because it's the 350 level, and it's a psych level. And three, it's actually recent support, as you can see on the weekly chart right here. So that's the kind of level I'm looking at for this week. I'm not going to say we're going to crash through this week, because I do think the market is super extended to the downside, and I do think we do see a little lower high before we continue more down. So if I just put out the fibs real quick on the SPY, just gives us some room. So as you can see, the fibs actually line up to the middle of this consolidation phase within this short swing down. Alright, so that basically means if we literally just consolidate within this area, it's going to be majorly bearish unless we actually start regaining this level of 389. So I just want to point that one out, and it actually lines up completely. It just lines up perfectly with the recent mid swing, right? So just a level to look for if you are going to go bullish. But probably for me, for short-term bullish, I'll be looking to fill some of these gaps, maybe look at some rejections, maybe short some. But otherwise, we want to be trying to hit and get into this range right here. So anywhere between this range would be ideal for taking profits before we see another down leg. Like, I do not think this down leg is over. As you probably have seen across the news, the pound sterling is actually crashing right now, and a lot of people are scared because of that. So maybe a lot of British investors are selling their US stock, or perhaps buying the US stock to counter that pound, but only time will tell. Right, so let's get into my idea for today. I'm pretty sure you all know the ticker. It is called AMD, or Advanced Micro Devices. Basically, I've stated I'm not interested between $67 and 69.40. So if I go on the chart real quick, this basically looks like this. Put it up. So this little small range is between this area here. So I'm not interested between this area. So if I put it in red, then you can all see. And that is just generally because it is kind of range trading. We're kind of in this accumulation area. We are volume is building up, but I just think until we actually get above that volume, then we can start pushing this this recent high volume node and try and get out of it from a long term, from a bullish perspective, that is. But I do really want to short AMD, so I'm looking for a pop back to the upside and to short that top if we do see a rejection from this level. So if I get on my fibs again from the low, and if we just do it from here quickly, you can see that it lines up with this this little consolidation phase on the hourly. So we're looking at this 70.70 level, and that is my first profit target. As you can see, well, it's 7.60, but I have said that if we break above 69.40, my first PT, or my only PT on that one, is 70.60. And that is simply because I just think that a lot of people are going to be profit targeting. I think that a lot of people are going to be taking profits, not profit targeting, that area to see more continuation to the downside. But I could be wrong, but that is the area where I am willing to take profits. Now, of course, I am really wanting to short this stock, so obviously I want to see a pop back up and then a pop down. But if we do stay below $67, I am looking for 64.20 / 62.35, and these two levels can be found here. So if I just circle them with my little tool, so 64.20 is this one just here, and the other one is just below. So it's literally just underneath. And if I just go on the daily chart real quick, you can see where I'm getting these levels from. So if we just scoot over here, this is actually the gap up from earnings. It was the earnings gap up, the earnings gap in play, right, or the day before earnings. So we got a big bullish spike, and obviously we are targeting this this recent level here where we can then fill the gap. So two major key levels for shorting. Now, of course, I do really want to see this actually, or AMD test this $60 level, which is around this this range. Like from the previous breakout, like we haven't really seen much of a retest since we actually exploded. So if we just go on the weekly chart quickly, all right, see, we've just got one weekly candle. Like we haven't tested it since. So the likelihood of us testing this this area again is very likely for AMD, in my opinion. And of course, you can also see, like I talked about on the Friday session, we are also in a volume gap. So that just basically means that not a lot of buyers are willing to step up within this area. So we are more likely to fall straight through and then come back down to this $60 level, or at least come back down to this recent high volume node, which is quite a way down. It's around $55. Now, of course, we could just reverse and come back up to this high volume node around the on the weekly chart. We could explode in this. Well, not explode, but we could just come back up to this $70, $72 level. So keep your possibilities open, and obviously just take it easy, because the market is extremely volatile and extremely hard at the minute, and there's a lot of investors, really just sitting tight and just waiting. Not investors, traders are sitting tight and just waiting for this little capitulation move, at least on the daily chart, to actually end. And then they'll start accumulating more shares for the back uptrend. So we're just waiting for that one. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a brilliant day, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's pre-market plan. I hope I can find something, or at least 2 ideas, or maybe 3 for tomorrow. But today I'm only trading AMD. All right, take care, guys.